Take a breath, step outside.
Hey, everyone, thank you so much for beaming in from wherever you're beaming in from. It's a real honor that you're here with us this evening. Thank you for your time, your synergy, and blessing us and being here. You know, just before we kick this evening off, I want to take this moment to acknowledge the caretakers, the traditional caretakers and ancestors of the lands that we are on in Santa Fe, New Mexico, which are the Pueblos. And I also want to acknowledge wherever you are beaming on at this time, the traditional caretakers and ancestors from the lands that you reside on. So a very good evening to everyone, or if you are watching this, the recording of this, thank you for your time and taking the time to watch this because someone may have sent it to you. If you're listening to it on the podcast, thank you so much for your time and being here. My name is Elena Higgins. I am the co-founder and director of IndigenousWays, and we're a nonprofit exchange with people globally. So we promote, or Indigenous Ways promotes living in balance for our diverse communities through music, arts, outreach, and events. Our vision is to reach Indigenous and LGBTQIA2 communities through outreach, through music, the arts, Indigenous wisdom that creates and enhances survival and sustainability. So one of the reasons of why you're here, and some of you that have been following the series, whether that be video or live, this is our 5th event and our 3rd Wisdom Circle. So welcome to the Wisdom Circle. These events, the Indigenous Ways virtual events, were created because at our climate that we have today, all of our events that we produce and festivals that we produce predominantly in remote areas and reservations co-creating with the community got cancelled. So there was no better time than now, knowing the need of our communities, like what did we need to do? So here we all are now. So as I said, whether you are watching the recording of this, thank you. Whether you're listening to it on podcast, thank you. And whether you have taken the time now to come in live, thank you so much for being here. We're also aware that our communities that we serve have low to no bandwidth. And that's something that we're trying to address at the moment of how do we get this message out to our communities, our communities that we serve. So if you have any ideas, please let us know. We've been co-creating the Indigenous visual virtual events. We've been co-creating that with you. So we really appreciate all the feedback we have received from you, whether you've beamed in live and letting us know on the chat box, or those people who have watched the recordings and sent us emails. Thank you for doing that. That feedback is really important for us. So, you know, before I turn it over, I want to, I just want to let you know, the further down we go down this, uh, it not only the sensitivities, but the hardship of it all. And that was the main reason of why we put this virtual events together. We predominantly contract Indigenous, Native American, our LGBTQIA artists, healers, elders, spiritual advisors to come in and share their medicine, to share their extraordinary wisdom. So we're really excited about tonight with our guest who will be blessing us with her extraordinary gifts and wisdom that she will bestow onto us. And that is also to help us get through these extraordinary times. Uh, Not only is it a local and national, but it's also a global thing. And we must, what's different from once upon a time to now is that we have technology. So here we are, all are now. So, you know, in saying that, germ warfare isn't new to Indigenous peoples, Native Americans, of when colonization happened. So this isn't anything new for us, but one thing that has is important for us is one of the reasons of why we are here is simply because we've had extraordinary ancestors who have risen and survived from that. And so creating these events is how do we do this as a collective? How do we do this as a collective? And it's the sharing through story, it's the sharing through song, it's the sharing through wisdom, and all of that really good medicine to feed us. So, one of the things that I want you to know of wherever you are at this moment is that you're not alone. And I'm going to say that again, you are not alone. So, thank you again for, and I just want to acknowledge this. I got a text from a grandmother in New Zealand just as we were about to start to say, grandmother Vicky Whalen in Canada just passed. So just holding that out for her family. We know of a lot of people who have beamed in, who know of people or family who have either passed from the virus or have natural causes or the immense pressures through depression, from suicide and so forth. It is a really difficult time when we can't grieve and have to wait till when this is over. So I really just want to acknowledge that and why this wisdom circle is important for us to how do we go through that together. So I just want you to know that we see you, we hear you, we are holding space for you in this time. So thank you again for all those people that have reached out. If you do need to speak, our email is hello@indigenousways.org, which will just be right there on the screen if you're watching the recording. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to Tash, who is the other co-founder and executive director of Indigenous Ways.
Yate, thank you. Thank you all. Blessings to our world family. As we say in the Navajo way, we are the Hala'ashla'i people. We are the five-handed beings. So thank you all for being with us tonight. It is such a pleasure to see all these beautiful, wonderful names that we just so love being a part of this beginning journey that who knows where it's going. We're really excited tonight, and I see some names up there, and I'd like to ask Musawa. Musawa, would you like to pray us in your own way?
Oh, great blessings, grandmothers, ancestors, spirits of the earth. Thank you so much for giving us this community, this way of reaching and touching each other's hearts and sharing in this time where so much love and caring is needed, and so many avenues for expressing it are cut off. So thank you, Indigenous Ways women, for creating this wonderful forum for us. Great blessings.
Yeah, thank you very much, Musawa. It's beautiful to have you joining us from Oregon. And I'd just like to tell you how honored we are to have Tauz with us this evening, Tauz TamuPovi. And Tauz is a very, very dear friend of Elena's, and I love Tauz very much too. Tauz is San Ildefonso Pueblo and African descent, and both she and her daughter reside in the homelands of San Ildefonso Pueblo. Tauz has a massage training background and was educated in the Valley, Northern New Mexico College. And she has a bachelor's from UNM in psychology and is a community health worker. I met Tauz through Tewa Women United. We call that TWU. In the past decade, she has dedicated her service to Northern New Mexico families as a doula, a childbirth educator, a lactation counselor, and a home visitor. Tauz is also very skilled in historical trauma. She's been involved with the historical trauma masteries recovery specialist training with Dr. Ruby Gibson, and Freedom Lodge. The work of somatic archaeology helps individuals unlock stories of personal and generational trauma from their bodies, allowing room for reconciliation and healing. And it's Tauz's desire to facilitate healing for communities. She prioritizes and shares her work with communities of color and rural North Mexicans. And most importantly, she is a single mother by choice. And so we're really glad to have Tauz. Let's give it up for Tauz. Woo! Yeah, Tauz.
Hi, it's good to be here with all of you. Thank you, Tosh and Elena, for hosting this, and Tosh for your introduction. I wanted to start tonight. I'm going to light some sage. So I'm going to light it now. And I'm going to light this sage for all of us, and I'm sending out this smoke to all of you. And I want us just to remember and be with all those who've lost loved ones, all those who have experienced the loss, whether it be to this virus or in other ways, holding our young people who are struggling right now, and all people who are grieving and mourning. There's a lot of loss in the stories. Losing so many elders, we lose our stories. And I've been asking myself a lot, if we have the information, if we have all the things that we need to know as we continue our journey here. But I'm just sending out the smoke to all of you, that it reaches you, that it offers some comfort, that it cleanses you. And I just thank you for your time. And set it over here. So I've been having a lot of conversations this week with people around what it's been like to be in isolation, to be quarantined, what people are feeling around this virus, the fear, the anger, the sadness, missing friends, worrying about family members, worrying if we could make people sick, if we were carrying the virus, and elders like worrying about their health and getting through this. And there's also people out there who are feeling like they have this, that they're good, that they're okay, and they'll get through this. And I just want to acknowledge all those feelings for everyone, and give everyone permission to experience those feelings. If you are feeling sad, then cry. If you are feeling fearful, allow yourself to feel that fear. Express it however you need to express it that is safe, and move through it. Breathe through it. If you feel angry, allow yourself to yell. Allow yourself to feel it in your body, and go outside and ask for help, cry, grieve, yell, whatever it is that you need to do. Give your body that opportunity to express those emotions. In many ways, as Elena was talking about, communities have experienced before not being able to grieve your loved ones in the proper way. That there were many times where, for our survival, we had to leave our loved ones without sending them off. And so I just want to recognize that trauma, that generational trauma in a lot of communities, and what that might feel like now. I know in the Native way, we're not able to bury our people in the same ways that we would do it if this virus was not out there. And so I just want to let people know that they can still grieve it. They can grieve that they don't get to be with their loved ones when they pass, that they're not getting to send them off in a good way. And just really allow yourself to grieve and mourn the people that you're sending off, and also to the ancestry of this pain. Take those tears as you cry them and put them on your heart. It's good medicine. Allow yourself to experience that. Allow yourself to be with that. And then in doing so, I want us to just really think about how we're interacting with one another. I'm a hugger. I love to hug people. And so when I see people, I always hug them up. And it's been a really sad thing for me to see some people that I love and not be able to hug them. There's grief in that. And all these micro traumas, all these experiences of the isolation, of the loneliness, of the missing our friends, of the up and down of the roller coaster of riding the waves of fear and the unknown of not knowing when it's going to be over, are micro traumas. And what happens is when we don't allow our bodies and our heart and our spirits to experience the trauma, we store it. We store it in our body somewhere. And so many of us already have an accumulation of trauma and stories that are taking up space in our body. As we move through this, there is the unknown, and we don't know what it'll be like when this is all over, what the economy will be like, what our lives will be like, what will happen to the loved ones we've lost. So I'm asking you to allow yourself to experience the traumas now. And tonight what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through a meditation. I'm going to walk you through a body scan. And it's just going to be an introduction of something that you can do when you're home alone, when you're sad, and maybe you don't know what you feel or why you can't get motivated. That's okay. And also too, you can do this scan, find where it lives in your body, maybe identify the feeling, emotion around it, and move through it and continue on your path. I'm gonna encourage you to be really curious and to observe what you feel in your body during the scan. If you notice places that you're unable to sense, be curious about it. If you notice places that are tingly or painful, that feel heavy, that feel sharp, just be aware of all of it in your body. First, we're going to take about 6 deep breaths, and we're going to breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth. Just take big, deep belly breaths. There's 2. 4. And on this next breath, I want you to concentrate on your feet. If it feels comfortable for some of you to close your eyes, I know some of you are watching the interpreter. So just kind of go into that relaxed state. Soften your eyes, soften your gaze, and feel your feet. Feel your feet on the ground. If you're laying down or you're able to lay down, feel your heels. And just get a sense of what your feet feel like. Feel all around them, on the top of them, in your toes, around your ankles. And now continue to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Travel up to your ankles and up your legs, up your calves and down your shins, all around your legs. Notice what you sense. Notice what you feel. Is there pain there? Is there heaviness? Does it feel empty? Does it feel like it's hard to tell that that's your leg? Breathe up into your thighs. Feel if you're sitting down, feel your thighs sitting on the couch or the chair. Breathe all around your thighs into your inner legs and your outer around your hips. Feel your bottom, your butt on the seat. Feel all your reproductive organs, both externally and internally. Keep breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. There's no judgment about what you sense and what you feel in your body. Or if you can't sense what you feel in your body, that's okay. Move into your insides. Feel your intestines. Feel your abdomen, your stomach. See if you can get a sense of all your organs, your spleen, pancreas, kidneys, your lungs. Pay attention to your lungs and see if there's fear there. Move into your heart. Notice what your heart is feeling. Breathe up your chest and into your sternum and all around your breasts. Under your arms, all the way down to your sides. Remembering to breathe in deep through your nose, out through your mouth. Feel your shoulders. Notice what they feel like if they're carrying tension, if there feels like there's weight on them. Travel down your arms. And into your fingers, all the way to the tips of your fingers. And then back up. Feel your neck. Imagine your breath going around. Feel the back of your, and then feel your scalp. Feel the weight of your hair and feel your scalp as you move your breath to the top of your head. Feel your forehead, your face, your nose. Travel into your nostrils. What does it feel like as you take the breaths in? Breathing out your mouth, notice what your throat feels like, what your tongue and the inside of your mouth feels like. Feel your eyes and your eyelids. And really notice what your eyes feel like. Close your eyes for just a minute if you're watching the interpreter. And feel what it feels like, the depth of your eyes. Go deep into your eyes. What does that feel like? Feel your ears, around your ears, and travel deep into your ears. Your chin. Nice. And if things are coming up for you as you're doing these breaths and other ideas and other thoughts and things that you need to be doing, I encourage you to be gentle with yourself, to just acknowledge that you're thinking that, move on, and then check back in with us, get back into the meditation. We're going to do the scan again. And this time, if you noticed a place in your body that was calling out to you, that was speaking to you, that was tingly, that was painful, that felt different, or just some part of your body that drew the attention to you, I want you to breathe in again, traveling up through your feet, and then find the place in your body where you felt that. And when you're there, I want you to just allow yourself to breathe into it. So if it was my stomach, I would be breathing into my stomach as if my stomach had its own mouth, and breathing out through my stomach. Find whatever area in your body that is calling out to you, and breathe in and out through your nose. Take a deep breath in, breathe out through your mouth, and just be curious. Be patient, be slow, be curious. See if you can get a sense of what that emotion is, what that story is, what that feeling is. And as you sit there in that place, taking those deep breaths in and out, allow whatever feelings that are there to come out. Give your body permission. Let your body know that you welcome to know what the story is. That you welcome having the emotions. And just breathe into that area, out. Don't rush yourself. A lot of us don't spend enough time in that area, so I just want to give us in that area.
When I have nephew on the stairs.
Breathing out.
Ooh, I'm picking up AJ's nephews on the stairs.
Would you, Liz, trying to look one last thing up, or would you encourage him to finish?
And when you feel like you've stayed long enough, I want you to do a big breath deep from your feet all the way up into your head, around and out through your mouth. If it feels good for you, do it again and give it a sound. Give it strength, give it energy. And if you need to do it again, do it one more time. And this time, we're going to do one more through your body. And this time, I want you to think of something that feeds you, something that inspires you, something you love, something you've accomplished, something that made you feel good. And I want you to bring that to your heart, bring it to your vision. Give it a light, give it a color, if that feels good. And I want you to, this time, breathe that love and that light and that accomplishment, whatever it is that you thought of that gives you joy and comfort. Breathe it through your body. Breathe it up through your nose, all the way up your legs, and out through your mouth. Concentrate on the areas that you felt that you were holding tension, or you felt a sensation. And if it feels like that area is resistant, increase the intensity of your breath. Give it sound if it feels like it needs it. Give it movement. Give it power. And then I want you just to take a minute and just thank your body. Thank those feet for the ways that they move us forward, even when we're afraid, even when we're sad and mad and scared. Feel those legs. Sometimes our legs feel heavy and it feels like too much to move them. But thank your legs for the way that they carry you. Feel your hips and thank those hips for the ways they help you dance, the way they help you move, the way they help you bend, the way they open to bring life forth. Feel all your reproductive organs, your external, your internal, and thank them. Thank that part of your body for the pleasure it brings, for the way that it works so well. And all your organs, just thank your organs. Ask your organs to stay strong, to be strong, and just feel them strengthening as you thank them, as you acknowledge them. Fill up your chest, your sternum, which holds lots of place for immune. When you tap it, it helps to release cells that help to boost your immune system. It's like your shield. Thank your shield, this sternum. Thank your shoulders for the metaphoric weight that it carries, and also to the way that it moves your arms, helps you reach, helps you to continue to reach forward, to reach for help, to ask for help when you need it. Thank your arms for all the work that they do, for the hugs that they can embrace, for the ways they carry all the things they carry. And your hands, thank your hands for their ability to create, to bring comfort, to create music, and to create art, to create joy. All the ways they hold on and all the ways they let go. Breathe into your neck and your head. Being thankful of all that it carries. Think about your mind and thank your mind, and thank your mind for being quieted tonight and allowing you to be in your body. But all the way that your mind organizes and helps move you through this world. Thank your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your ears. And when you're ready, I want you just to become more aware of your body, more aware of the couch that you're sitting on, the floor that your feet are resting upon. And for those of you who have your eyes closed, I want you to open your eyes. There is no wrong way to do this isolation, this virus. There is no way of working from home in a way that's organized and motivated. It's not wrong to sit on the couch if that's what you need to do all day, to eat, to sleep more, to be disorganized, to work, to play. There is no wrong way. And it's okay to reach out for help. I find that I've been hearing from people I haven't heard from in a long time, and it's been making me think that I need to check on other people I haven't been in touch with in a long time. We feed one another with our love and our connection. Reach out to one another, give love and support to one another, take care of one another. Sige mave in Tewa, that means the reciprocity, the taking care of one another, taking care of ourselves and taking care of each other. Let's do that in the small ways. If you go out and about and you have to go to the store and you see someone and you're practicing your social distancing, or it feels awkward and it feels challenging, and someone comes too close or someone does something, give them grace. Give yourself grace. Smile, say hello. Come from a place where we don't need to take everything we can share. There's enough for all of us. There's enough. If we all come together and we come together in this way of love and respect and community, we can help one another. Nobody has to go without. Think about the people who are going through the hard times. Think about the people who are grieving. Each day, send them a prayer. Send them a little vibrational prayer out into the world. That this just may land on someone. May someone just find a little more peace today. May someone just feel a little more love today, a little more held today, more taken care of. Give thanks for the things that we have. I know there's so many people who don't have the ability to be on the internet, to be connected in this way. I'm super grateful to be able to be connected this way and to be able to connect with other people. And we have so much. And there's all me personally to be grateful for. I have food, I have water, I have my health, my daughter's health, and I have people who love me and who I love. And I just send my prayers out there for each and every one of you, that you have the same and more, and everything that it is that you need to feel safe in this world. Take care of one another. Allow yourself to grieve. Allow yourself to feel joy too in this time. If you feel happy and you feel playful, then feel happy and playful. It's okay for you to have all the feelings and all the emotion. There is no wrong way. And just allow your body to feel it. And if you feel stuck, just sit with yourself again and sit with your body and allow your breath to just move up and down your body and find the places where you're holding something, and allow yourself to breathe into it and be willing to be curious and also to let it go, knowing that you can move through this, and that we're strong and we're resilient. And like Elena said, we're not alone. Reach out if you need help. I want to thank you for listening to me tonight and giving me an opportunity to share. I want to thank my teacher, Dr. Ruby Gibson, for her teachings and for her love and support. And I wish you all just blessings, abundant blessings of health and love. Kuntawoha waini.
Akehet. Thank you very much, Tauz. Thank you very much. what you shared with us tonight is something that we all need, because as busy as it was out there for us, we were running from place to place. Now that we're quarantined in our house, a lot of us are still running, but it's in the head, in between the ears. So thank you, Tauz. Beautiful tools, beautiful way for us to meet ourselves in a new way, do somatic healing through the body. So as Elena's pulling up the PowerPoint for you, she's going to show you some stuff. I just want to give another shout out to everybody. We love all of you. We miss you. And we're here. We're all here on Beautiful Mother together. And here is one of the examples of our links. And it's in the chat box. So go ahead and pin any one of those, and you'll get more information. So just wanted to let you all know we have Wade on Saturday. He comes from the Menominee Reservation, and he himself is a full blood. And you can click on any of these to get to the people you're interested in seeing. So Wade Fernandez is Saturday, April 18th. He is a guitar virtuoso, has been playing all his life. He lives on the reservation, travels the world, and supports an entire family through his music. And to me, as a musician, that's just absolutely remarkable. So for more information, click on Wade Fernandez. He's all over the world. And following that, next Wednesday, we have a spectacular, amazing speaker that was sent from the gods and goddesses, Mr. Don Koyas. Next Wednesday, April 22nd, 6 o'clock, Mountain Daylight Time. Just like tonight, same time, a week from now, Don Koyas is the founder of the White Bison Well Variety Red Road, and he comes from the Mohican Nation, and he is the founder of White Bison. He runs a nonprofit out of Colorado Springs. There's just too much to say about Don Koyas, and he has taken his healing with the permission from his tribal people, the Well Variety movement, and taken it into many, many prisons, many, many reservations, and he focuses on freedom from traumatic issues that people take into their old age and never fully heal from. All his programs are culturally based and blessed. And I met Don Koyas on a few occasions, and he's a spectacular man. So I hope you're all going to be able to join us for Wade, Don Koyas, and then we have some other amazing performers, healers, speakers coming up for the month of May, and amazing interpreters as always. And I just want to thank the sponsors, First Peoples Fund, National Endowments of the Arts, New Mexico Arts, and City of Santa Fe Arts Commission for making all of this possible for us to do something while we're all quarantined, and to support our community and our practitioners. And thank you always, IndigenousWays board. A lot of you are on tonight. Thank you very much. We love you. We wouldn't be where we're at today without you, without your expertise and your ideas and all the brainstormings and the many board meetings that we have around really good food. And there's the donate button if anybody wants to donate. There's PayPal and Venmo. It's all pretty self-explanatory, simple. And as I said, our Indigenous Ways websites have all the links and ways to contact us. And without much more to say, there's our electronic sites. And this is just amazing work. Elena has just been busy, working with a team of amazing creators and technology experts. I'm not one of them. I'm going to pass it on to Elena. Thank you very much, Tauz, and we love you very much.
Great, thank you so much for that, Tash. And if you are on, we have switched interpreters. So the interpreter, if you need ASL interpreted services, is Kat, C-A-T, who is the interpreter at the moment. And thank you, um, Sandra, for interpreting for Tauz. And also thank you, Tauz, for walking us through the beautiful meditation and body scan, which was really enriching for me, just to ground and feeling like an oak tree with very deep roots into Mother Earth. So I really appreciate you being able to share that with us this evening, or if you're watching it on video, whatever time you're watching it. You know, this recording is going to be out in the next 24 hours. So if you feel that just with the medicine that Taj shared, please feel free to watch it over and over, you know, of just grounding yourself, especially in this time. And if you know of friends who may need that medicine as well, please share that video link with them. If you're not signed in to our newsletters or receive any of our newsletters, you can go to IndigenousWays.org, which will be right there if you're watching the video. And at the bottom of the homepage is the sign up for the newsletter. Also, as Tash was saying just before, with the electronic sites, there is also the virtual series, which has the calendar of all the artists and presenters that we have for April. So we've got 2 weeks that are left. And we're getting all our artists and presenters at this moment ready for May. So thank you for beaming in. One of the things that I also appreciated, you know, was hearing a dog barking, or also you could hear the life of children. You know, it brought a joy to me even in meditation. And all I could think of was, that's the Indigenous way. Have the kids, have the dogs running around. If you were in the islands of Samoa, there'd be chickens, there would be pigs as well, running around and hearing all of that. So, so there was a bit of appreciation for me in hearing that. And talking about the medicines, also in the chat box, Tash was mentioning from the PowerPoint, there's all the links that are there in the electronic links. And there's also in there, because we've had a lot of people at this time emailing us and saying, we're listening to your music. So Tash and I are also a musical duo and DigiFem. So they've been saying, hey, we're listening to your music at this time, and it is giving us great relief of what is happening. So we've put in an MP3, Blessed Rain. So if you want to take that, please do. That is for you. If you are watching this recording and you'd like to have that piece of music, email us, text us, hello@indigenousways.org. So, you know, I'm going to take this time now to invite everyone to come back in. If you just know that we're recording, so if you want to stay anonymous, just keep your camera off. If you're okay about being on the camera or not, just find your video, which is down the bottom. If you're on a computer or a laptop or anything like that, it'll just say video. You can click that. Hey, Cody, great to see you and your daughter. Hey. So I want to thank you all for just beaming in tonight, and that beautiful that beautiful blessings. I'm also going to unmute everyone, because before I give it up to Tash, What I want, let's all give it up for Tauz for that beautiful medicine and healing and
Yay,
gorgeousness
Tauz!
of being centered and bringing us love, light, and sharing those beautiful gifts. Thank you so much for that, Tauz. And I'm going to hand it over to my other half.
I feel so much hope. I feel like crying really, really happy tears, Taz. I feel like crying really, really sad tears too. It's just a very emotional. I mean, I was just like, I was watching the interpreters, and I was just like, oh my God, I was breathing into the meditation. I was going, oh my God, there's just so many emotions going on. Thank you, Taz. You are truly an amazing woman, but I won't say anything more because I know how you healers are. You don't like to be quickly. So anyway, does anybody want to say anything before we get Jerry Barty to close us out with
Thank
a
you,
beautiful
everyone.
song?
Thank you.
Anybody want to talk?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tauz. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I love you.
We love you, Taz.
We love you.
We love you.
Kilamia.
We love you, Tiana.
Okay, so I just wanted to tell you real quickly about.
Can I do this?
Oh, Leda wants to say something real quick.
Oops.
Can you unmute you?
Oh, I'm unmuted.
Oh, good. So just before we're going to close out in a prayer that Tash is going to introduce that wonderful person next. What I want you to do at this time with this beautiful meditation, if there is anyone, including yourself, that could be family members, you just want to leave in the circle or put prayer in the circle for them, I'm going to encourage you to do that. One of the things Taz was saying was and how important that is. If you're a guy like me, maybe just holding them in your prayers. But it is important, particularly at this time, if someone comes through your head, you can Facebook message, we've got all these things, or just holding them. So if you have anyone in mind, sign them in or speak them in. And then while we're doing that, I'm going to flick it back to Tash.
Hello. Yes, I wanted to explain my very, very beautiful, very, very beautiful, our beautiful special sister from the Navajo Nation, Kiani clan. Kiani, Jerry, Kiani. Kintlachitni, okay, Red House clan. Kintlachitni, how could I ever forget that way? Kiani, Kintlachitni, they all sound the same. Just kidding. Anyways, Barney's in Boston, and me and Jerry have a long, long history together, and oh my God, we're old IA peeps from a long time ago, man. Anyways, I guess you could say we've both have done okay for ourselves. Jerry's going to pray us out, and does anybody have anything to say before we have Jerry pray us out with one of her beautiful songs? Okay, Jerry, it's all yours.
I'm going to mute everyone. Tell them what to do.
Hello, Tosh. Yate, everybody. Yate, Indigenous Ways, Do, Yate, Kwasina, Jovine Barney, or Kindachini and Shlashi Bashashin, Kiani Dashanella. I was on looking, friends on Facebook, and yeah, there's a lot, all this going on. Thank you, Toss. First of all, thank you, Toss, for this healing way, a way to heal, a way to acknowledge oneself and lead a way to go from there to take care of oneself. Anyway, on Facebook, I saw this saying. It said, nothing should go back to normal. After all of this, they're learning there's some good people learning that there's a lot of inequality, and that there's people recognizing it, and there's people standing up to that inequality. There are animals flowing back to places that they were pushed out of, and you're seeing it. There's plants even growing more and more vibrant because the sun's shining and there's no pollution. Anyway, I saw this saying, it said, nothing should go back to normal.
I think we can put that.
Normal wasn't working. If we go back to the way things were, we will have lost the lesson. May we rise up and do better. Anyway, with that in mind, I just want to say a prayer. I'm not going to sing, Tosh. My throat is kind of sore. Anyway, may our happiness be restored in beauty. May we be blessed again in beauty. May our hearts be restored in beauty. May our minds be restored in beauty. May our spirits be restored in beauty. May our world be restored in beauty. The animal life, the four-legged, the winged ones be restored in beauty. May the lakes and rivers be restored in beauty. The plants, trees be restored in beauty. Before us, behind us, below us, above us, all around us, may we be restored in beauty.
Yeah, Jerry Barney, thank you very much. This is a heavy, heavy time. There's no joke about it. There's no joke about it. We're all in this together, and let's all stay strong.
Wet my hands, feel my face, touch the earth, touch the earth, touch the earth.